Hey everybody. Hopefully you can hear me. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for being early. We just finished the map picks and bans. Most of it. So just the bans, not the map we're going to quite yet. We'll be watching A Solid School and Blue and the Beta Males, as in the title. This is a quarterfinals. So whatever team wins here, this best of 5 will be in the semifinals. We're getting around to the end of the season. It's pretty exciting. A Solid School is seed 3 and Blue and the Beta Males is seed 6. We won't be seeing Tomb of the Spider Queen, Dragonshire, Cursed Hollow, or Sky Temple. Looks like we're going to Infernal Shrines. That's a fun one. Always a good one to watch. This is one of the maps where minions matter, I feel like. Early structures also, and split pushing. But the objective doesn't mean nothing, so always a fun map. You have A Solid School fans in chat. Don't worry, I'll get you your predictions so you can bet on your teams. But that's after the draft is over. So I don't know too much about A Solid School here, but I will take a look at their team. Let's see, their captain is Hero. We've got a few players I recognize. Mundane Zebra, The Cure, Azuriel, and Jazz. And for, let's see. I kind of wonder what their logo is. I know it's like a ship. And it says TSS on it. So I wonder if that's like they changed their name at some point or just means something else. As for this map, before we get into draft, we already have a full lobby here, so hopefully it starts soon. I will probably see like a Mephisto ban, Tygus ban even, maybe a Stitches ban. You know, Stitches can be kind of troublesome to play here. I know Blue and the Beta Males likes to double tank or double bruiser a lot, so maybe we'll see Hogger. Lots of people have been playing Imperious too, like lots of teams. We are getting into this draft. Oh, there it is. Lest we forget, this is a best of 5, so you'll be sitting here with me for at least an hour and a half. Unless these games are super fast, and the immediate Stitches ban. They know Blue and the Beta Males likes to play Stitches. They like to play main tank Stitches, they like to play offlane Stitches, or just 4-man Stitches, like a bruiser. Bring him in, and we've got the Hogger ban too. I believe Mundane Zebra plays Hogger. A Junkrat ban. Junkrat's great here around the objective. Playing pretty safe. And the Uther ban. Uther ban is really interesting. You would bet $5 that Blue will ban Uther. Oh, well, there's a delay, but I hopefully you get your imaginary $5 from whoever you bet against. Because you totally caught it. And we see the first pick, Oriole. Oriole is insanely strong. I would love for somebody out there to show me the statistics post-patch, post-buff Oriole, the second one, where they kind of nerfed her a little because she was too strong, to see what her win rate is, especially in NGS, because she is so incredibly overtuned for now. And so we do see that Johanna and Dahaka pick up 2 extremely strong heroes. Very well-rounded. I would say both of these heroes are sort of in the middle in terms of like high execution. So Johanna's like not the most engaging tank, but she's very safe, very tanky. Dahaka is great global, doesn't have the best wave clear or the best team fight, but definitely super useful still. And then the Diablo and Chromie, two really strong heroes. Lots of heroes that can play over the wall, so Chromie being one of them. Chromie being able to follow up maybe on the Diablo combo could be really nasty. Then we saw Hammer, the Draft Breaker, get banned, and Tychus get banned. I like the Tychus ban there. It's well timed after picking the Diablo. And then for blue and the beta males, their 4-5 was Kael'thas, which surprises me. I feel like he doesn't get a ton of play at this level. And Anduin. I'm not saying Kael'thas is bad. I love Kael'thas. The only thing I don't like about Kael'thas when I play him is his mana. He's got some talents to work with. And they picked up Anduin, which they play very often, I think. And to round out the draft for a solid school, they picked up Leoric and Sylvanas. I'm always really scared of a Sylvanas because of the Black Arrow's potential. Leoric's also a great hero on this map. Really good double soaker. Somebody who can definitely match Dahaka. Not rotate as quickly, but also can be just fine in the lane. And I'm gonna set up your prediction, guys. Bet your limes, you got 5 minutes. We are gonna take that music off. Alright. We're excited. I'll go ahead and introduce these teams. For blue and the beta males, we've got Eternal Blue on the blue Johanna, Linehouse on Dahaka, Kalel on the Anduin with the sword, McGiblets on the Kael'thas, and Kenny on the Greymane. I forgot to mention the Greymane in the draft. Alright, and for a solid school, we've got Hero on the Leoric, the Cure on Oriole, Jazz on that Diablo, Mundane Zebra on the Sylvanas, and Azuriel on that Chromie. We've got Time Walker's Pursuit Vision here. They're playing extremely safe, not even going in the middle to say hi. Kael'thas opting for this globe quest. Johanna is getting double blinds. Dahaka doing tissue regen, wanting to stay alive. There's a time trap here. It seems like they might not know about it. Wave getting cleared out really quickly for both teams. Wow, they're actually kind of chunked up here for being 2v1. Okay, the tongue misses on the Sylvanas. Linehouse getting pretty chunked. Has to burrow after the Sylvanas damage. We'll check out what's happening down here. Just tanks looking in rotations. Blue and the beta males getting a little bit of prio on the waves there. But a solid school doing their camp, starting their camp first. However, with the AoE from Kael'thas and the siege damage from Greymane, I think they will finish first. Not too much faster, but a little faster, despite starting later. This is mean. Every time I do a cast and I see 2 people against the other offlaner, it's such a good strategy, especially early game where there's not a lot of stuff happening. So Linehouse already used Burrow at some point. Probably to dodge the Leoric W, Drain Hope. So he does go down there. Mid getting cleared out pretty early by Greymane, so that camp will crash. Looks like Black Arrows just ended. Maybe. And so we have the burrow in from the Sylvanas. HP bar is looking pretty similar here. I love all of these time traps. Like, if you are red team, you cannot rotate through here. Oh, apologies. They found that Leoric. Sylvanas did leave, but they were still 2 top for red team. Leo's keeping vision. He's gonna be back in 3 seconds. But, for that gank, not gank, but for that kill, blue team gets this neutral camp in the bottom here, just before objective 2, which is really nice. We'll see how quickly red can clear it before going to objective. There's a nice combo on the Joe, who's actually alone. Might be holding Iron Skin, does end up using it now. But Black Arrows is taking this tower down. There's 4 people down here pushing, while Anduin and Greymane get this camp before objective. They want that value before objective. Look, I don't think Johanna has Iron Skin here. Is a really good set of chain stuns from Diablo and Oriel. And now this push is looking a lot more dangerous now that there's no... Oh, great pull by the Anduin. Now that there's no Joe to kind of tank everything. This camp is still alive. Leo putting in some work on the objective. It's 14-2. He has a little chunk though. Dahaka having to pop Essence here. Does the Dahaka have Burrow? The answer is no. Probably used it to dodge the W from the Auric yet again. They are brawling quite a bit. Johanna's back. It's 26-7 in favor of a solid school. Lots of people getting stunned right now. Johanna getting flipped after Oriel gets stunned. And that Haunting Wave is going to finish the Johanna off. Thanks for the follow, MDC. Hope you're doing good tonight. Excited that NGS is hitting its finals. So Black Arrows is actually really deadly with Frozen Punisher. It's just icing on the cake. Like, these towers are not hitting his Punishers. Oh my gosh, that's insanely deep for Johanna. I mean, sorry, Diablo. He does get the Greymane, who is pretty low right now. That's a fat subdue quest for Johanna. 4-minute subdue quest. We take those. Oh, that's an insane stun, but he gets absolutely popped by the Chromie damage. So that's going to be a death for Kalphas. And Frozen Punisher not getting this whole fort, but basically. Actually, it does. It's still alive. Blue team's kind of bullying red team here. Being super aggressive. You want to take a look at these talents. So camp getting stolen. Based off of the map pressure, Solid School takes this camp over here. This is that whip quest, by the way. Extra range for Oriel. Chastise for the Anduin. And we've got anti-healing since exposed here for the Johanna. And the Gambit ton. Basic attacks reduce the cooldown. Yorik's getting quite a bit of structure damage here. Oh, what's the question mark for? The Entomb! That's so silly. I have seen Leoric players use Entomb to stop rotations though. Alright, massive push. Level 10s are online for a solid school. Blue and the Beta Males doesn't have theirs quite yet during this defense. Black Arrows onto the fort. It's Lightning Breath, by the way. Wailing Arrow. Temporal Loop, Crystal Aegis, and Entomb, which we saw. The Greymane's down here. All the minions and the camps. They're dead now. Curse Bullet hitting that Diablo. Leoric is in a massive flank here. So that means Kalphas has actually stepped up way too far. That pull is not going to be fast enough. Kalphas goes down. The Chastise is pretty good here for the Dahaka. Does she get the whip? She does get the whip. That's going to be a huge stun. That Entomb! Oh my goodness, they're hacking, chasing this Anduin. Oh, and the Aegis is saving the Leoric. They pick up the Anduin. The Chromie goes down, however. Greymane's just eating them, but Johanna's about to die. I don't think Greymane gets any more. But he survives? It's kind of insane. So this fort is gone. there's one level difference. And for those ults, we may not... Oh, we did see all of them. That was Blessed, Shield, Phoenix, Cursed Bullet, Light Bomb, and Isolation. So next objective's coming up. Looks like it is the Mortar Punisher. And both of these camps are getting picked up so that they can fight while teams are looking at objective. So Tahaka is here helping with the camp. That means there's potentially quite a bit of soak getting dropped here in these lanes while Leoric is grabbing it. Presumably Tahaka has Burrow, but is actually... Okay, gonna use it now. Cursed Bullet hitting the Diablo, but Diablo is still almost full health. Leoric here with another flank. Okay. Lots of stuff happening right now, but nobody's health bar is moving. Massive Blessed and the Light Bomb, but the Crystal Age is going to save the Sylvanas for now. There's a Temporal Loop on the Johanna who does not have Iron Skin, so she gets pulled. And she's getting drained by Leoric, but gets the top. Oh, that's a huge tongue onto the Chromie. Into the Condemn, gets the timeout. The damage is back here, though. They're a little chunked. Unfortunately, nobody was able to get a kill. Okay, the Haka used the burrow here. There's a time trap they're hitting, but they are standing in it, so they do eat that damage. The Orc is doing the objective, and red team has decided we're finally going to step on it. Okay, Sylvanas getting very chunked. Greymane getting the time loop. Anduin does not have pull, it looks like. The Light Bomb is massive, but they're not able to make use of it. They might be struggling with just kind of using their abilities when they have them. It can be hard to save them, you know, for when ults go off. So that was one kill for a solid school, and for that kill they also get this objective, which is going to barrel down top. Blue and the beta males don't have any outer forts, so if they get keep here, if a solid school gets keep here, that's going to be a lot of map pressure for Blue and the beta males to deal with. Alright. There's a loop onto the Greymane, who gets the pull from the Anduin, so that's his only pull for now. He's only level 13. And so there's a black arrows, there's a Phoenix on top of where everybody was hitting. It's good defense. There's an ISO on the Sylvanas. She's getting quite chunked. Thank you for the follow. Simply call me Joe. I will do just that. Except for that first time. Okay, they're kind of looking. Red team. Blue has backed off after being chunked. They did not get the whole keep. I would say that's kind of a saving grace here for Blue and the beta males. They don't have to deal with the extensive macro there. But there are all these camps that are going to get picked up for a solid school who are level 15. And we see Oriel stacking here. She's not Searing Light, however. She is the CDR on Q, which she does have the blinds here too, which is extremely effective against Greymane and Tahaka. And we see Leoric going this E build. So, has E up almost all the time. Damage reduction by people they goes through for 50%. It's a big push down here with black arrows. It's a stun onto the Joe. Pops the Iron Skin. The Iron Skin goes away immediately. They just do so much damage. And the pull for the loop every single time thus far. If Anduin has pull and has not used it already. So Tahaka pushed out top really nicely. They are going to Hearth. Assault School gets this wall. So they're putting the pressure on. They still have 16s for just a second here. However, Leoric is now top, clearing the wave. So Assault School is backing off. They don't want a 4v5, especially at 16, which Blue and the beta males have just achieved. So we're seeing those blind heals for the gel. It's a pretty big power spike. That second pull for Anduin is really big here. Time Trap is getting hit. That Entomb is massive on the Anduin. Are they going to seal the deal? Yes, they do with the Lightning Breath. There was a double loop. Tahaka is doing work in the backline, but Oriel has so much healing. Johanna's going to go down. Leoric's going to go down. That's a 2 for 1. See if they get any more. Everybody's running for their lives on the side of Blue and the beta males. Okay, so Sylvanas was able to blink in. Okay. Went a little too deep. I don't think Tahaka makes it out of this. Oh! Okay. Tahaka goes down too. That was a lot of death. Joe 13 might have been a misclick. Holy Fury. It's possible, yeah. The Spinning Hammers is definitely the meta talent. I don't know. Maybe they... I would say maybe they want it more for the Siege, but the Spinning Hammers is so good for the Siege too, so it's possible. But it does say every hero hit by Condemn increases this damage by 40% for 5 seconds. So maybe they feel like they're getting a bunch of Condemn value, and they want all that damage to come out when the Condemn comes out. So Chromie's getting kind of stuck here in this Phoenix, in the stun. Joe is sitting on top of her, but Oriel's going to have so much healing. And Leoric is in this backline, also getting chunked. And it was going to have to heal their buddies back up. The tongue is massive! The extra tongue range. Dude, the amount of times Chromie has gotten tongued by this Tahaka is more than I expected to see. Because Chromie is, you know, plays like half the screen away. So Blue and the beta males actually making it out with this objective. It's an Arcane Punisher, but Sylvanas is probably going to secure this whole entire fort with black arrows. Oh, the tongue lands! The fort is dead, but I don't think... Oh, the ISO is huge too! And he's got all the essence. She's got unstopped though. There's no way he catches her unless he gets a sneaky burrow. Okay, Arcane Punisher doing work. Gets this fort. There's kind of a big minion wave too. But level 20s are online for a solid school, so this will be a very easy defense for them. And Blue and the beta males is they just stopped pushing. They decided to turn the map red by taking all of the camps. And I don't know how greedy this is. It's probably fine. For now. That is, by the way, Hellgate for Diablo, Shield of Hope for Oriel, Double Loop for Chromie, Bolt for Sylvanas, and Buried Alive, which is Silent in 2. There is about 3/4 of a level left for Blue and the beta males, so they're just going to turtle here. They're just going to stay in their safe zone until level 20. You don't want to fight a talent tier down. Joe's just checking it out. Okay, I like the Iron Skin early, because Diablo can just raw combo you without giving you time to use Iron Skin, especially with Hellgate. You know, he can just chain you by himself for like a good 5 seconds. I think. How much? 1.5 seconds. We'll call it 4 seconds. So Sylvanas is top again, trying to push that wave in. Chunking Tahaka, making it much harder for him to deal with this camp and the catapult. So Anduin staying very far back, making sure that they can pull whoever gets entombed, whoever gets looped. As soon as red team walks up here to defend this lane, blue team's like, we'll get more damage on the keep. It's very bold and very like min-maxing. I think it's pretty cool. Leoric's getting away with a cheeky hearth there. However, bot camp Podcast was doing work down here. Level 20s are online now for blue and the beta males. We do see Radiating Faith, so more enemies hit by Blessed, and the stun duration increased. Flamethrower, which cast range of Flame Strike for Kalphos. I mean, that's such a game changer. You don't have to be as stubby anymore. Let's see, Blunderbuss for Greymane. Censure, which I do love for Andy, especially with Piercing Light. And Splash ISO. Oh, this is such an aggressive spot to wait in. They're all sitting out of vision. Oh, this Joe! She's stuck! She pops the Iron Skin, but the AoE is kind of massive. The Hellgate out! So, that's quite a few tools here used by blue and the beta males, actually. No tongue connection there. It was looking kind of dangerous. There's no time traps here anymore either. There's time traps in both of these bushes, and Joe is looking. They get the tongue on the Oriole. She does not have time to use any saving tools. The damage is crazy here. They've got so much splash damage, but so does blue team. Look at this. They're so chunked. Okay, so Oriole is dead, the Auric is dead, but they still want to fight it. Sylvanas is pushing the wave in. This is, you know, exactly what you want to do when you're down people during the objective phase. You want to get value where you actually can, right? So fighting 3v5 here would be nonsense. Most of the time. This is a frozen Punisher, and it's gonna go mid. Assault School still has a fort here, no wall, but a fort. The fort will likely die. I doubt the keep will die. Tahaka is having to deal with the homework that Sylvanas is giving her. She's gonna have the blink in the unstop, probably. But Tahaka with the splash ISO. Oh no, the burrow in doesn't have the speed on the burrow. Such a good attempt. Okay, sorry about that. Frozen Punisher has a quarter health. Diablo is leading it away. But it's not dead yet. Okay, so Sylvanas' hard thing now. Vaga has to deal with this camp and the Kata. About a quarter health as the keep is gone. Now this camp, they know they're doing it. They have the Chromie vision. They're gonna get it in time. Looks like Greymane might have been looking for that Sylvanas there. It's a little late, but... And Diablo is running it. Check out these katas. They want to make space for those katas. Okay, it's not going to do any core damage, but it was burning the shields very quickly. That's still going to be a struggle here as Red Team tries to find their footing on the map. Like, their waves are incredibly pushed in because of Sylvanas and not having a keep up here. Blue Team does not want to look at this camp yet. Sylvanas is just now walking up. Greymane kind of stepping up here. Probably does want to fight. I think Red Team being on the back foot in terms of the macro. Greymane is getting pinged. Red Team, in terms of the macro, they want to fight. They want to force... They want to be able to change the pace of the game because of the way the macro is. Diablo's getting massively chunked. Hellgate's out again. And Joe getting looped twice. Pops a Blessed for defense, actually. Tahaka missing the tongue. Joe has to go in and tap after getting pulled. Greymane dashing out of the Entomb is huge. Johanna just actually disappearing. I couldn't even tell what happened. Looks like Chromie killed her. That's extremely unfortunate for Blue and the beta males. It was quite close. So much stuff was happening. However, there aren't really any ults up. They are getting quite chunked, passing the living bomb to Chromie. Looks like Blue and the beta males for game 1 will live to see another day. I would like to know your guys' thoughts on Who do you think had the stronger level 20s? So, camp getting stolen out after getting started. They are 4v5. Bot looks like it's doing nicely. They're not going to have to worry about that. They are going to have to worry about mid and top. The new objective is spawning. It's going top lane. It's a Mortar Punisher. This is going to be a problem. They still have a keep. So at this point, for blue and the beta males, it's okay to give structures if the objective is really that important to you. It's really important for blue and the beta males here, because this objective is top. They have no keep top. It's the only lane they don't have a keep. However, if they decide to push with it, this is the only lane a solid school has a fort and a keep. So, hey, Bagatron, thanks for the follow. Leo is going in, has the extra long Wraith Walk. Dahaka's in there. Dahaka gets loot, burrows, and that Light Bomb hits the double front line here. Leoric actually taking the Aegis, gets the Shield of Hope as well. Diablo is crisping up that dinosaur. Dahaka is now dead. The Hellgate doesn't work on the Greymane, but he's still comboing him. Greymane is super duper chunked, and Sylvanas is going in. They're looking. The Greymane went in to maybe take a pick. Oh my gosh, these Oriole heals are nuts. I thought that Leo was dead. They're diving so hard here. That was a blank by the Sylvanas. What's up, Dope Monster? Thank you for the follow. Blue and the beta males are holding on so strong here. That is double loop, however. That was an early pull. So Johanna is going to die to that whip. And it is now Anduin and Kael'thas for the defense. I think Oriole has just reached this point where she's gonna full heal her team. And they can't be stopped. Look at that. That's insane. The Sentry is huge. They have to use the Aegis, but the Doom is also huge. They can't walk into the core. And the core is getting hit by massive waves of catapults. GG is getting called, and that's going to be game 1 going to a solid school. Great 25-minute game on Infernal Shrines. Thank you for the follow, Chronicler Hots. I know you're on a team that I've cast recently. You should remind me what team you're on. Alright, let's take a look at these stats here. Of course, we check out top dam. 111,000 for Kael'thas. That's a ton. I mean, that all that AoE damage combined with Johanna's ability to pull everybody in really worked out. Greymane doing a ton as well. Chromie doing almost 100k. Way up there, playing very safe for the most part, and Sylvanas at 74. But check out the siege. Sylvana has the most soak. Not the siege, but the soak. Always pushing those side lanes, securing that keep for all that macro pressure. Very clutch here. That was 18 to 8, perfect 25 minutes. Super fun to watch. You're on boomers. Okay, okay. Cool, cool. Let me update the score here. So that map was picked by blue and the beta males. You didn't realize you weren't following? No, no big deal. Glad you're here. Let me end that prediction. I don't even know if anybody bet. I feel like a lot of times they don't, and they didn't. There we go. And we'll see what map we go to next. Since this is a best of 5, I feel like we'll be seeing some maps you might not see all the time, because like these people will have to pick a map they don't normally have to. So the maps that are left are Alterac Pass, Battlefield of Eternity, Brax's Holdout, Garden of Terror, Towers of Doom, and Volskaya. That's only 6 maps. So they're gonna have to play at least, you know, 2 more. Because it's a best of 5, so minimum 3 games. But they could play up to 4 more. I would say that first game was pretty close. Oh no, not the misclick. Sad, sad hours. Don't know what they're saying. Find music for you guys while we wait for the next map. Yeah, honestly though, like, I kind of forgot that talent. Like, it says it does 40% more. But the baseline is 15. It does 15 damage per second. And you up that by 40%. For each hero hit. So I guess it could be like up to, 160 or so. Maybe you're doing about 50 damage per second after condemn. Which is not awful in an AoE. Let's see. I want to see some Towers of Doom. Please give me Towers of Doom. Not that I would say. I just think that map is so fun. It's another one of those maps where it can be going one way and then completely swing the other, and then everything hinges on like a boss or one altar, and people are fighting till the very, very end. Never just complete wash. Unless you draft. Your draft is poo-poo. Oh, it says they picked. Sorry. I meant to say blue and the Bandanails picked. And a solid school won that. I love that you guys called out the Uther band, by the way. Like, either you play against them or you watch them a lot. Or you just know. It's a small world out here in NGS. Still waiting for a lobby. Oh, and we are going to Towers of Doom. Let's go! They heard me. I mean, you might have actually heard me. Some big condemns. Yeah, it wasn't completely useless. There were a ton of good condemns there, and that immediate subdue quest was good. But, it's funny because that works in some way to Oriel's favor being an AoE healer. Oriel was just pumping out so much healing, man. It's like every time you thought red team was chunked, no. So, I think first pick is Bloom the Beta Mill, so I'm gonna assume that Solid School pick this map here. And it looks like none of the players have changed, by the way. So we will be seeing the same players if that affects your predictions at all for the draft. And I will set up another one. Oh my gosh, should I make it 10 minutes last time? I meant to make it 5 minutes. Alright, I know I started it a little early, but the draft is 5 minutes, right? Oh, that's the wrong one. Alright, Towers of Doom. What are we gonna see? Are we gonna see any Lost Vikings? Abathur! Deathwing? Sometimes people pick Deathwing on a map that has like a channel objective and it's just so freaking annoying. I like the Tahaka ban, that's good here. The Uther ban, yet again. And then we see the Stitches ban also. And the Junkrat ban. So the same bans actually. So probably not necessarily map specific here. Junkrat's a rat. He can be so abusive sometimes. And the first big Vala. Wonder what kind of Vala they'll go. Probably depends on what they have to play against. Johanna is up if they do want those double blinds. So it looks like they do. That is not... It could be an auto attack Vala. You could take that gamble. Johanna can't blind you 100% of the time. And they picked it Oriel again. A very strong healer right now in the meta. See what they pick 2 and 3. Garrosh and Rhaegar. Alright, I like it. These are all AS tier heroes. They ban the Vikings. Wah. We love watching a Vikings game. And for the last ban, we shall see Sergeant Hammer, the draft breaker. No hammer. Garrosh can't do shit in the hammer. So I do like that. I think both of these teams play Sergeant Hammer, so it's on their mind. They know what they don't want to play against and what they might want to play. They picked the Chromie again. It's a decent battery for Oriel's energy. And the Sonya. We're seeing the offlane pick 4th here. At least, I think this is the offlane. Let them cook. To finish off the draft for Blue and the Beta Males. Blaze and Zarya, this is insane. So this is kind of, not kind of, this is hyper carry Vala. And they've got their DPS, one of their DPS players on Blaze. And their offlane player on Zarya, unless they swap. And the very last pick, going to a solid school, is Genji. I love that. Okay, so Eternal Blue swaps to the Blaze. That means Kenny takes the Vala. It looks like nobody swapped on blue team. Alright, looks like they have switched their offlaners. Their offlaner on the side of red team. Alright. Towers of Doom, I'm super excited. See what side it brings me to first. Okay, this time we are on a solid school, so we'll introduce them. We've got Hero on the Sonya, The Cure on Oriel, Azuriel on Chromie, Jazz on Johanna, and Mundane Zebra on Genji. For Blue and the Beta Males, we've got Eternal Blue on the Blue Blaze, McGiblets on Garrosh, Linehouse on Zarya, Kalel on Rhaegar, and Kenny on the Vala. And if you're so excited to see what Vala is gonna take, they have not picked. Joe's going double blinds probably no matter what here. Garage getting throw range. Rhaegar getting totem. This is the CDR on the sweep again for Oriole. It's a nice stun combo onto the Genji, forcing him to dash away. This is auto attack Vala, by the way. No fear! So the priority on rotation goes to a solid school. They're able to kind of get this position here. This lead on the rotation, clearing the camp a little bit quicker, potentially. And look who's going to a rat against the offlaner here. Is Blaze going to be able to get out? And they're not. These two taking a lot of damage, but it's totally worth. It's an early pick. That means somebody's going to have to cover these lanes. So they do get mid. Red team gets mid. Blaze has already respawned, however. Sonya going for the camp? Maybe. Maybe not. Both teams picking up their siege camp early. Sonya's actually coming down. We might see a potential invade here, but they are already finished. It's a nice time trap, but it gets both tanks. So Genji is, yet again, ganking the offlaner. It's gonna be so frustrating for the offlaner. You see this a lot on this map. I mean, you see it, you know, on a lot of maps, like Raxus and whatnot. People will take Genji, Falstad, somebody that can just go over the wall and be a nuisance, while it can be hard for your team to actively get value while there's other people, extra people, rotating. They do push this camp in, though, so they get the wall, most of it. Genji's kind of making space for this Sonya on the camp here. There's not much Blaze can do. Garage picking up a little bit of soak here. Blaze probably gonna have to let this camp come in. Vala's only got 8 auto attacks here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I feel like somebody's gonna die here. Oh no! Oh, 17 health! That's not fair! That was a really good attempt. I think that would have been totally worth. I feel like Genji could have killed Blaze at any moment there. Sunbreaker not gonna connect onto the tank. There's a vision here. Zarya looking like they don't want to give this one for free up here. We'll see how long Red Team can stall down here. When in fact, they're actually going to be able to cap the whole thing in a full 3v3. So it's 2v2 up here. Genji eating the stun. Has to use deflect here. Probably has E out. Oh, actually the dash. Has 20 health. Actually gets hit by the minions. Not going to get caught by that Rhaegar. There's some weird stuff happening up here. Okay. So, Red getting cleared. Blaze having this earlier rotation. So far, not too many throws that I've seen. But they have the move speed shield now, so they do throw the Johanna. Sonya is now hitting the fort. For me, I try and be in the splash range of Sonya so they can start taking tower shots. Just stand right here. Okay. Siege Camp getting picked up first by Red Team. They're not able to invade because of the Oriole Whip, but they do have the movement speed shield. It's a funny combo. Okay. Throw in the Genji. Not too scary for somebody with a ton of mobility. And Genji's gonna stick to the 1-1-3. Gonna gank the Blaze here. Blaze is pretty healthy for now, but I think he smells it. And has to rotate safe, like... So, Red Team is pushing in. They get the throw in the Johanna, who has to pop the Iron Skin. And there's a temporal loop here. Okay. Nice into the fray. Out of the fray. if you will. He's currently blinded. So there are 2 altars top. Red is getting the mount up first. That's 4 of their heroes, but 2 of Blue's heroes is already here. They're already here. So he gets the stall here. Blaze. Genji's in a tough spot. Gets the stun. He's out. Hitting Bala on the way. Bala getting pretty chunked by that Chromie Dragon's Breath. Blaze very low. Zarya also getting kind of low here, gets stunned. I don't think Genji got the E reset there. Oh, he did! Oh! That Chromie Dragon's Breath almost killed the Vala. It was just like a little hair of a dodge. Level 10s are coming online for a solid school. They're a full level ahead. We did see Temporal Loop already at level 8. We see X Strike, Blessed Shield, Leap. This looks nasty, guys. And Crystal Aegis. Like, they're just gonna completely pop somebody here. And Rhaegar just has 1 cleanse. I mean, look at this. Blessed, Loop, Zarya Shield. Vala's still full health. There's a throw onto the Johanna. She does have the Iron Skin. Genji is top. Sonya is constantly getting this camp. This fort is probably gonna go down soon. But Blaze's focus here is to get their team level 10. They don't want to be dropping waves. Okay. Gets the dash away, doesn't get thrown. Sonya pushing that camp in. Fort's going down. So that changes the amount that the altars are worth for each team. Every altar that a solid school gets is 1 extra. Every altar that Blue and the Beta Males gets is 1 less. Genji stabs onto the objective, and so does Johanna. There's a loop onto the Garage, who uses Indomitable. There's an expulsion zone onto the point. Red team actually gets the camp. There's a leap in, a dash out from the Genji, a Blessed Shield. The Johanna! Somebody dies! Khalil gets thrown out. There's 2 people dead on a solid school. Everybody's alive on Blue and the Beta Males. Oriole getting thrown in. Genji getting stalled off of the... Rhaegar doesn't want it. Rhaegar doesn't want to die. Vala caps bot. They remember, these only count for 3. So for a total... Oh, let's go! I have to see what that talent does. Okay. Deals 146 damage to nearby enemies. Let's go, that was beautiful. Oh, sorry. How do we do this again? How do I make it so that... There we go. Alright, so now everybody's on an even talent tier for the most part. That's leveled out. The structure has not leveled out, however. Expulsion Zone, locking Oriole out. Blessed Shield to mitigate. Taunt onto the Oriole. She's not getting away. Indomitable popped. Oh, and it stops the loop. They threw the pumpkin in. Oh, the leap doesn't connect with the Vala, but the Vala is still taking a lot of damage from the Sonya and the Genji. They are just gonna walk away while Blaze is chipping away up here. Has 1 minion. I like this 14% shield. For the Garage, especially. Let's see. And when we have the reset, shield, pain is temporary. Or Zarya, trading, let's see, all of her energy to gain a shield. Genji coming up here, not gonna let Blaze finish that off before objective. Garrosh is gonna have the speed shield. The whip is massive. Not gonna let Garrosh take any picks there. Genji and Sonya are coming down. They're a tad late here, but only by a few seconds. Limehouse is capping it. Gets interrupted by the Johanna, throwing the Sonya out. Ancestral on the Vala already. There's a loop on the Zarya with a bunker placed right on top of it. There's still a lot of ults available for a solid school. The expulsion zone is huge against the Johanna. The damage is over here. The leap in is also massive. The cleanse, the throw out, they're trying to save this Bala. The taunt is huge too, but the spear actually finishes the Bala. That's a whole gambit. Sonya does pay for it though, with her death. Oh, that's a huge stun on the two people that were not unstopped. Crystal Aegis to try and save the Chromie, but she gets thrown back in. This is insane. The Zara Garrosh early game is so incredibly strong. So they want this forward before they cap. Okay. And this is kind of a greedy camp, I will say. It is just Zarya and Garrosh, but Rhaegar's right here. It was perfectly safe. I am wrong. There was no damage here either. So this is gonna get pushed in. That's gonna be score pressure. It's currently 18 to 32. So that's 5 or 4 forts up now for blue in the beta males. They've turned the map a different color. Gibbs trying to throw it in and it works. Oh, the taunt getting cancelled by the Iron Skin. Very good Iron Skin. So you're getting more structure damage in the off lane. At this point, is this worth it? Is it worth it to let red team have this position bot? I like it. Stun next to the tower shots. Evens out their health pool. So she does have the Iron Skin. She does want to turn around. He gets looped. Does he have Indomitable? Gets the Purge. I'm glad they seem to have talked about that. Okay, 3 altars up. Currently, each altar is worth 5 for blue in the beta males and 3 for a solid school. This could be a big lead widen for blue in the beta males. But they've got an interesting position here. One person is bot, they're not getting contested. They probably know that because they have control of the left bottom fort. Jazz is going to cap that top right altar. Top left altar gonna get capped by the Cure. And Genji dying to the blaze, probably while they were taking tower shots. Really nice finds. Oh my goodness. Oh, the stun doesn't quite connect.
The tower is mine.
Do they want anything from up here? The leap out. Oh, the expulsion zone was so close. They want this boss. They know it's 4v5. It's 4 free points. Not free. They still have to get it. But right now, a solid school, they only have 12. They get... Well, actually, I don't know if they're going to get this fort back. They're doing it kind of slow. They don't have the most amazing siege damage out here. This could be points pressure for a solid school if these walk through. They each do 1. Deciding not to throw the Johanna. Okay, Johanna actually being able to position themselves so they eat the throw is really good. Okay. Doing a little brawl up here. Oh! Oh my goodness! That was a very nice kill by the Sonya. Loop onto the Zarya. Gets thrown by the Garrosh. Garrosh is not going to have that up for about 40 seconds. So there's no Blaze right now. I think it might be in Blue's and the beta male's best interest just to give this. They have a points lead, but do they want to give it though?
The altars have risen. Activate them now.
They barely have any ults. All they have is Ancestral, Expulsion, and 8. They do just give it,
And mine alone.
given their position. Okay, this is kind of a big push. You've got a camp down here. Genji is here too. There's a temporal loop. Genji went in. The taunt misses the Genji. This Chromie is a little out of place, but there's a great time trap there. The totem slow, 90% totem slow, still putting her in danger, but she is able to walk away. Genji's not leaving anymore. No taunt on the Garrosh right now, 27 seconds away. That's why Genji was safe to do that. Level 20s are gonna be online for a solid school first. I love this vision. Vision is so busted, guys. Oriole's still on that 5th repeated offense out of 6. Hopefully they finish that soon. What is the reward? I forget. Increase the bonus to 250. So there's a throw onto the Chromie. Gets taunted, but they get the Rhaegar. So they are happy to fight under this. They use the Shield of Hope. They use the Crystal Aegis. And the fort is completely gone. Now the score looks like it's going to even out here. I mean, look at these forts. Like, this is getting very close to 6-cap territory. So they decide they need to take a fort, like, ASAP. This is going to count for 6 unless they get that fort in time. So it does. 1, 2, yeah, that's 6. And they got this just as they were getting top. It's a pretty scary looking map.
One of my towers has been stolen.
There's a temporal loop. There's no Rhaegar for the cleanse. Oh, but they don't get in the bunker in time. Oh my god, the taunt into the death zone is huge! And they're gonna pick up 3 kills there, actually, for 1. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that deflect. Okay, wait. How many kills for... Okay, 3 for 2. Oh my gosh, Chromie is tower defense. Mavala can hit this fort without being underneath the range. Now with Bar Flight Quiver at level 20. 20% extra basic attack range. Solid School gonna back off. They're down 3. They're gonna pick up this camp. Garrosh prepping the wave, so Bala can take down this fort. Oh, but they're looking. They're too late.
Once more, the altars rise from the
They're spraying each other. They're buddies. Probably doesn't want to taunt because the damage is back here. Speed shield? Oh no, the Indomitable is a little too late. Otherwise, it's so good. Then they can get the throw onto the Chromie. They get this fort back, and this camp is not able to get pushed in. The score is currently 8-12, and now each altar is worth 4 points for both teams. They're pinging a Zarya. Altar gets finalized by the Genji. The leap out. The expulsion zone gets used too. This game is so incredibly even now. The score is exactly even. The forts are even. However, Bala smacking this fort. Genji making some pressure here alongside Sonya. They look like they want to get this fort. Red team gonna see this and continue pushing in. Oh, he doesn't get the throw. Has to get out. Pulls the Johanna in. The expulsion zone. The crater is massive. Okay, they throw the ball out. It's a very good throw. The AoE Ancestral's huge. The taunt onto the Genji. The Aegis on the Genji. The stun on the Genji. Genji's chunked from being full. And Vola is chunking. The jet propulsion just barely missed. Now, Chromie is and Chromie is Oriole's battery. So, I think Chromie's gonna have to Hearth if they want a chance at fighting again. So this fort is almost halfway now. But this fort is gone.
A tower has been lost.
I know they're nerfing Shingun or for Genji's Q to structures. I don't think that's live yet, though. No more talents. Laser throw onto the Johanna. Ults are just barely coming up for a lot of people. Garrosh getting cleansed after getting double loot, but the cleanse is too early. Taunts the backline. Kalel is in there. Kalel is alive! The bunker is doing so much work here, and Vala is pumping damage, guys. Oh my god, the Vala. This is insane. Oh, the stun with the expulsion zone! Oh my god, Johanna is still alive. Oh my god, Vala. Auto attack Vala was the choice here. She's taking tower shots, and that's game. Game 2 is going to blue and the beta males. That was insane. Vala was just popping off there, but so were all the life-saving tools. Like, Bunker was so clutch there. Even the lightning shield, 14% was so clutch there. I mean, that AoE Ancestral, look at this, 95k against an Oriole? That's insane. Okay, we saw the Vala pop off, but Chromie doing like 20k more damage than the Vala. It's so funny to see a game and there's only like 3 DPS. So many tanks and bruisers. I guess sorry as a support. Wow. Let me end that prediction for you guys. GG, yes, yes. How many games are we gonna get? Okay, so for this series, Warrior has a 50% record. Bala only dying that one time, so they only lost one gambit. I was surprised to see how much value Garrosh got late game. I feel like his peak is early game, but paired with the Zarya, their team was unkillable. Like, expulsion zone, blocking people out, speed shield in, throwing people out. Just the resets on the shields. I love it when you have like a resident, like, they play this hero. Like, this seems to be their resident Zarya player. So their tank is taking the offlane spot. I wouldn't mind seeing 5 Oriole games, guys. Garrosh double throw. Oh, I'm in the lobby. Garrosh double throw into shooty shoot area had a lot of value, and Zarya enables him with move speed down. I remember I was watching a Toki B cast. Hi Toki B, if you're watching. I know you're doing a cast right now. Where they said that they didn't realize that that was a combo, and then everybody started griefing Toki for it. Don't do that, guys. There are actual patches now. They're fucking giving, sorry, excuse my language, that's PG, Lunara like a shotgun in the next patch. But yeah, Zarya Garrosh is such a strong combo. I feel like for a while in the meta, people were banning that out. They were banning Garrosh, Zarya, Vala. By the way, we have our third map, and it's Alterac Pass. Don't know who picked it yet. Gotta find out. Usually just look at whoever's drafting first. Looks like blue and the beta males picked it. Got all the same heroes or players in the lobby again. Looks like we're getting into the draft now. Is everybody ready, set? We grief Toki B. I know! Toki's like our favorite caster right now. Casting every single NGS game. While still being a busy person. In real life. Alright, do we see the Stitches and Junkrat again? I feel like both of those heroes are good here. Would not be surprised to see it again. Okay, I keep putting predictions up and nobody's predicting. That's fine. I'm gonna put a different prediction up. Let's see if you guys participate. The Uther band first this time. And Vala, they didn't like that. I like the Genji pick into the Vala, but Genji was having a hard time sniping her. Was close a few times along with the Chromie damage. But sidestepping, super important. And the resets on the vault, also clutch. Ooh, I like that. I like the false tag ban here. Gust is huge. And rotating. The macro on this map is extremely important. The camps are really strong. The boss is really strong. Hogger. Hogger first pick. So there's only one camp on each side. Not including the bosses. That's a very strong camp. Everybody likes to take it as soon as it spawns because it does so much. They just take it on rotation or on cooldown. Hi, Hoku! You're not late because we've only done 2 games and there's 1 point for each team. So we could be doing 5 games, so best of 5. Both of these games have been extremely close. I'm so glad I picked up this cast. And just to make a note on what's been chosen here, we see a new brat. A new brat's kind of cheeky on Alterac Pass. Being able to cap the objective with the Beetles tanking. And the Oriole gets taken away. For a solid school, for their 2-3, they picked up Tychus and Diablo at the same time. They really don't want to play against Tychus as the Diablo because of the percent damage. So they're either taking it or they're banning it. The Rhaegar ban. Interesting. And the Mephisto ban. Another hero that does an insane amount of percent damage, making Diablo much less tanky. We will see how Blue and the Beta Males responds. They're going to want something to burn down Diablo's health pool. They might pick that Greymane again. I think they picked the Greymane in the first game against the Diablo. The Junkrat's not banned. And the Leoric. So Leoric is percent damage with the W. I always want to call it like Spooky Hand, but I don't know its actual name. Drain Hope, right? I said that earlier. And to finish off the draft for a solid school, you got 2 seconds. Sonya again. And Anduin. But this is double bruiser, so Looks like they might opt to have a bruiser in both top and middle. Have somebody cover for Hogger, the one who's the best at the camp, when they go to do that. Junkrat's pretty good at doing camps. Both of these teams have good camp clear. Sergeant Hammer! The draft breaker! Dude. Diablo has an in, though. They can get pushed away by the whip. They can struggle into the trap set by Junkrat. Librex got a lot of stuns, but Assault School hits Leap to kind of also get in. They can play pretty safe with like Odin or Laser, maybe even Hortipult, Shockwave. I'm excited to see what happens. Alright. I don't know what the meta talents are, but I'm going to ask you guys a question. It is, do they take a BFG or Napalm? Okay, I'm gonna introduce Blue and the Beta Males. That is the side that they have put me on first. Kalel is playing the Oriole, Eternal Blue, playing the Junkrat, Candy playing the Sergeant Hammer, McGiblet's playing a new Brack, and Linehouse playing Leoric. For a solid school, we've got Hero playing the Sonya, Mundane Zebra playing Hogger, Jazz playing Diablo, Azuriel playing Tychus, and the Cure playing Anduin. Do you guys want this music on? During the game. See grenade build here, quarterback, Nearing Light for this Oriole, Beetles, Renubrak, Soul Shield, it's very important here. Oh, somebody bet 420 limes? Let's go. Red getting kind of a nice push in here. Ooh, like the boop. Stun onto the Junkrat. Still quite safe here though. Sergeant Hammer, just tower defense. And so the camps have just spawned. They brought them close together. Hogger's still clearing the wave, so hasn't been able to start the camp yet. These two brawling up here. Leoric gets the Drain Hope onto the Sonya. Sonya is W build though, so she hurts. Red team finishing the camp. Hogger getting that spin. Things moving kind of slow. I know somebody said they don't like casting this map. So final auto on that Sonya, gonna drop her down. Double stun onto the Diablo. And that final bomb gonna hit him too. Oh, it's a really nice boot placement. He's gonna have to spin in if he doesn't want to get booped. Oh, the boop doesn't get activated. Gets activated much later. The dash into the trap. They're getting so chunked. This is why they were banning Junkrat before. I like the boot placement yet again. There's no combo. Gets the pull. Okay, Hammer playing pretty close to the wall. Nobody's babysitting Hammer. Not gonna stop that back. So the objective is spawning in 25 seconds. I'm going to turn that music off. And let's see what these camps are up. 6 seconds here, 22 seconds there. A little bit of a gap. Getting some wall damage down here, but, you know, Hammer clears the wave so quickly. Sonya kind of wanted to look. I like this, actually. But not getting support. Not getting the all clear. Because you know they're doing it, right? Like, they're doing it right before objective. They're doing it as, It just came up. Nobody voted for BFG. Alright, Hogger's finishing up that camp with a full rage spin. We do see Junkrat stacking, by the way. Level 7s are online for blue in the beta males. Hammer able to play pretty safe into Tychus. Oh. So camp getting cleared out here by the Hogger. Blue team has the edge here in the mid lane. Trap for the Diablo. There's a massive stun combo onto the Junkrat. I don't think he's gonna live. And they get that hammer down there. So that's 2 kills for a solid school during the objective phase. Anduin's gonna cap it while Diablo is tanking. See what red team decides to do. They've only got 20 seconds to contest. And this camp is back up. Leoric's on the way down. Says, I don't got time for this. I gotta go. And they look like they're just giving it, opting to get this camp to help with the defense mid lane. Getting a spooky hand on the Sonya. The E-spin gets cancelled. She's not going to be healing from that anymore. Hogger comes in, making the threat much less. So that camp gets picked up by red team. Oh gosh, the boop away from the hammer is... That's something you have to react to. I feel like for me, I'm always just like guessing it because I'm so slow to react. Okay, objectives in every lane. It's a grenade onto the hammer, a flip, Q onto the Anubrak. Diablo getting level 10, red team getting level 10. That's gonna be Shockwave, Light Bomb, Lightning Breath. Waiting on 2 more. Doesn't get much value top here. And not too much mid either. And that's Wrath Sonya this time. They want more damage. Oh, the grenade cancel is so good. Oh, the boot still gets him, but only just going to be a little annoying. The Odin gets popped here. And Sonya's gonna go down to that Leoric. By the way, it is Napalm. Of course it is. That's totally the meta one. We did see Riptire, and then there's Entomb, Cocoon, and Crystal Aegis. And Odin. The grenades is like... You had to take this for Hammer. Like, after seeing the draft. That's like the best free damage onto the hammer you can get, other than Odin. So both camps getting picked up. Hogger actually finishing it faster this time. Okay. Be out by the Leoric. Wow, okay. These two brawling it out again at the top, but Wrath Sonya looking not so bad here. Is pushed up a little, getting hit by the minions, but healing off the minions, and the Drain Hope is gonna miss there. So camps are not up for about another 50 seconds. So likely not see them get picked before objective. The boop is good. The patience to make sure that you're on the edge of it. Get you out. I like it. It's a good engage by the Diablo too. What's this? Tychus is so tired of Hammer pushing for free. Okay. The slow to land the Drain Hope. The walking away from the Wrath. Still has to get all the minions. They are fealty unto death, so they heal when the minions die. An extra stun into the Hogger as he's leaving. Hammer and Tychus brawling. They're doing okay. It's a massive shockwave light bomb! It's a good Aegis, but he doesn't hit the loot board! He goes straight through! Oh, and Hogger goes down. So, that's red team's Q. The objective's not down there. It's up here. You'll get there. Nubrak can take it by himself. Sonya can try to stall. I don't know how. Okay. So blue team is headed over to this objective, while red team, they finished that camp. Nubrak getting that last stall on the little minions. Okay. So they just want a little at a time, and Nubrak can always take it in a cheeky way. Oh, the Entomb is huge! And it baits out the pull. It doesn't bait out the pull. It makes use of the Anduin pull. And so they Odin here. Are they going to be able to cap this? There's no stall, so the answer is yes. However, Hammer is pushing. Getting half of this fort. Going to start walking upwards. There's a massive Riptire coming out. Looking for the backline, doesn't actually hit anybody. Oh, probably they have to stop it because Sonya's looking at him. Okay. Currently, it's a 4v5. Hogger is clearing mid. Okay, Hogger is here now. Junkrat's in this little crevice. The good shockwave has to Aegis. In the lightning breath, just dies. But the Sonya's in there too. She's 400 health, 200 health. Sonya goes down. Tychus is in the cocoon. Diablo's trying to run for their life. All of blue team is super chunked and red team is very healthy. Massive stun by the Anubrak, who doesn't have any mana left. Maybe enough for 1 Q. I love the searing light. Okay. I feel like it would be crazy to fight this as blue team. Like, sure you can poke, I guess, but... Oh my gosh, they're actually stalling right now. They don't get that last stall, but... Oh my god! Is Oriel in trouble now? They did all that for about 3 or 4 seconds of the objective. Oh, that Entomb. That Entomb was kind of scary, though. Oh, the spin! The spin! Junkrat is toast. Love it! A little bit... I would say that's not an overextension by red team. That was really good play by a solid school. So, teams are still around the same level. It looks like a solid school will end up with this objective. So there's a lightning breath, and they E out, but doesn't E out super far. Probably wanting to contest. The minions, the little dudes, they took the objective back. But that's still theirs, being down the tank and Junkrat. All the while, minions are pushing bot. This fort is pretty low. Tychus is going to tag this camp before objective that's going to make mid-wave push a little bigger. Hammer's going top. See a bunch of quests here, by the way. That's Junkrat's Q quest. Master Assassin, Piercing Light. The repeated offense. Reservoir of Hope. Okay, these objectives are pushed way far up. Oh, it's a really good Entomb. She does not have leap. There's no way this Sonya leaves. Very nice catch by leaving the beta males. They're gonna have to rotate real fast. They did lose this fort. Level 16's online for both teams, by the way. That's double pull for the Andy. This is E-build for this Leoric as well. Is this the same Leoric? I forget. I feel like it is. No, I mean the other team was playing Leoric in the first game, right? Okay. Everybody's checking out boss, sniffing it out. This corridor can be good or bad for either team. There's a combo onto the Anubrak, but Andy getting kind of chunked there. Entomb onto the Hogger. He gets pulled right out. And I think they just used pull onto the Tychus after the Cocoon, so there's no pull for the Anduin. That's a massive spin. Huge shockwave onto the Hammer, who's very, very chunked. Combo onto the Hammer. Light Bomb. Gonna get booped away. I love it. I love this Riptire too. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh, sorry. That spin is nuts. Hammer's still alive because of the Oriole heals, but there's just so much onto the Hammer. And they are going to take this boss. Looks like they're positioning for it. Tychus at 5 out of 15 for that Master Assassin. Master Assassin goes well with Odin. It increases the attack speed of this too. This mode. Alright, both camps getting picked up. Objective coming up in 21 seconds. That gives a very short window for a solid school to fight with numbers against Blue and the Beta Males for the objective. Blue team looking like they're gonna double boss. Sonya popping the Wrath here, starting it on her own. And the rest of Blue team is on the way up. Double boss is pretty scary. You just have to respond to it. You cannot be losing your keeps for free. And the keeps guard the core. They give it armor plates. I love this. This is why they pick a new Nubarak. There's a ping for on the way there, likely from the blue team. So that boss goes down, and this boss just got picked up. So that's gonna be about 14 seconds on the cap. Going the red team, blue team gonna cap this. They have the level 20. This boss is full health. It's not looking so good for red team. They're probably not gonna get 20 before this objective finishes. So they're gonna have to give it. And they may lose a ton of structures when the objective pushes in. I mean, Odin is already getting popped here. They have big red buttons, so it lasts longer. 50% longer, so... Another 11 or 12 seconds. On top of 23. This keep is so incredibly low. Sonya's making sure that the objective stays capped. Oh, that's one way to use it into. Oh, the cocoon to take the camp back is really funny. I love it. He said thank you for the camp. Not sure. I have no idea if that was worth cocoon. It was funny though. See if they lose all of their keeps. Can they defend a single one? This keep is probably for sure dead. They're all team to defend mid first, even though mid is quite low. This is just where they're already positioned, where blue team is pushing in. Leoric is not here, by the way. Leoric is starting the top. God, it's gone! Level 20s are now online. It's Cannonball, Ultra Capacitors, Buried Alive, Rewind, Shield of Hope. And you're back just popping the Rewind there. Leoric kneeing in, wanting to force the fight here. Getting the spooky hands. This is hitting core. It's not gonna kill it though. Are they gonna be able to defend this keep? And the answer is no. Entomb is up. I would always want to be trying to entomb this Anduin. It's like everybody's getting pulled. I mean, it's a fine CD to trade, you know, 50 seconds for, what, 70 seconds. And Diablo's gonna die here, getting a little left behind as they're backing up. There are no bosses to take, however, for another minute and a half. So red team's just gonna have to sit here and clear waves. But it's not over. They lost every single structure. But they're still in the game. The core regenerates to full health. Nothing's hitting it. Diablo had souls, by the way. They hadn't died for quite a long time, I think. No control. Big red button. Ignore pain. Hellgates. And inner fire. I like this. They're moving together. They're looking... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hammer's just kind of a walking siege monster, though. Okay, retire, hitting the structure, finishing it off, also hitting Diablo. This new objective phase is up. Oh, it's a pretty big entomb! And the spread volley is killing it there, too! Sonya has 298 health. Is the Leoric gonna be able to finish her off? Misses the W. Getting kind of chunked. Hellgate for the Leoric and Light Bomb, Shield of Hope, Aegis. They want to keep fighting here. Leoric's still gonna die. Crown is on the Junkrat. Oh, I like the whip. Healing Hammer to nearly full. So this is still a 4v4, but these minion waves will actually kill the core. Like, they need to back. And he is. I love spread volley. Thank you, Blue. This is a 3v4. But they have Hammer, who does a ton. I mean, look at this Diablo. He's getting super chunked. It is a little hard for Anduin to heal a high health hero back to full. So Diablo's actually going to back here. Full back. Red team has so much homework, though. I feel like they have to kind of make a decision here. Oh, they want the fort. Okay, the N2. It doesn't get the Andy, but it's a good try. Augur's going core with 2 camps. Red trying to force as much as they can so they don't have to keep dealing with going back and 4v5ing. But they have to. At this point, they have to. And now, a solid school is looking to get them out of position. Outnumbered. It's a nice whip. Good cocoon, too. Looks like they're fully out. Oh my gosh, the core is dying. It's dying. Yeah, is blue team just gonna run it at core? Oh, Hammer turned around. There's a Hellgate. The Aegis needs to get popped here. I think Hammer's dead. I think that's their main defense. The no control, the light bomb hits the Anub'arak. I like the E for the damage reduction. The Entomb is massive. Is it over though? Leoric's back here, fighting for their life. I think Q level 1 would have, or level 1 would have really held them up there. Yeah. Looks like that's gonna be game 3 going to a solid school. Another really close game. Not as close as the other ones. And what's our Oreo win rate at? 33%? Turns out Hammer wasn't really the draft breaker here. It was Hogger. Hogger's mid-fight stuns and macro pressure with the camps. It's really big here. So far, the score is 2-1. In favor of a solid school. And so, let me take you guys back to the map screen here. Show you what maps are left. They're really not that many. We're playing at least one more game. And we have the option of Battlefield of Eternity, Brax's Holdout, Garden of Terror, excuse me, and Volskaya Foundry. I'm really hoping they don't go to Volskaya. Just as a personal preference. Let's see. No lobby up yet. Garden of Terror. Here we go. For everybody to get in the lobby here. Looks like a solid school picked this map. Oh. It looks like there's a player change on the side of blue and the beta males. We've got Hippo, Triple X, in place of Eternal Blue, I think. And I think there's one more player change here. Not sure. There's an extra person in here. I don't know if they're on a team or not. They were refusing to be removed from the lobby despite not being on the team. Oh my goodness. What is this? There's just some random person here in the lobby demanding to stay. The host has to time it. My new co-caster, yeah. They said... They just said no. The only thing in chat they said was no after somebody saying to kick them. Hi, BJ and Co. Hope you're doing good. Oh, the score hasn't updated. That is my fault. So, Assault School won that last game. I think thus far, whoever has picked the map has lost. We'll see how that ends up with this game. I'm so glad these games are so close. I mean, it's 3rd and 6th seed of Heroic Division, but Heroic Division this season... These are the playoffs. Heroic Division, like, it's got teams that were in Storm Division, but Storm Division isn't alive right now. And then Nexus Division got the boot too. So it goes from Division A to Heroic, and that's it. So, I'm super glad these games are close. We see the Stitches ban consistently. The Uther ban consistently. But Hager ban It's not as consistent, and they did not like the Hogger that game. I did say that was the draft breaker that game. And the Vala. All respected bans. I'm surprised they didn't ban the Garrosh. I know that Blue in the Beta Males plays a lot of Garrosh. And they pick up the Rhaegar. It's likely they pick up this Rhaegar because there are so many camps on the map, and Rhaegar is the only healer that can effectively do camps. So many camps on this map. There's like 6. And the Diablo Tychus again. Worked around them last time. I like that they're counter picking the Tychus. That's good. They didn't ban Mephisto this time though. I wonder if they're baiting them and then they're just gonna like take Chromie. Haka and Thrall. Okay. Looks like it's gonna be 4-man Thrall. And we'll see what the last bans are. Solid School decides to ban Mephisto. So they are actually not wanting to play against it while playing Diablo for that percent damage potential. I could definitely see a Greymane pick up here by Blue and the Beta Males, Greymane being a hero that's insanely good at camps. That would be a lot of melee for the side of Blue and the Beta Males though, which can be tricky. Like if, say you picked like a Maiev into that, that would be really nasty. Don't get any ideas though. Maybe they're listening, I don't know. I mean, they'd have to be able to play Maiev. It's a high execution hero. Besides, they know what heroes they're good at. Heroes they practice. Whitemane. Okay, we haven't seen Whitemane yet in this series. And Leoric. We've seen Leoric 3 or 4 times now. They're trading the Leoric around. Leoric hot potato. Thanks for the follow, BJ and Co. Hope you're enjoying the stream. This is the best of 5, by the way, so this could be the last game, or we could see one more. Chen and Chromie. I love it. No tank. Triple bruiser. I really do like the Thrall into the Diablo though. Thrall has 3 ways to get percent damage, I believe. One of them being at level 1. We'll see what Mundane Zebra picks into this. I like that they opted for range on the Chromie because they do have a lot of melee. And Orphea. Orphea is good AoE into a bunch of melee. She's a little on the stubby side, so she could find herself in some troublesome situations, but they've got Whitemane, who's an insane healer with an early cleanse. So, excited to see how this plays out. I wonder if we get a game 5. Alright, we'll go ahead and introduce a solid school. We've got Hero on the Leoric, the Vision, the Cure on Whitemane, Jazz on the Diablo, Mundane Zebra on the Orphea, and Azoriel on that Tychus. For Blue and the Beta Males, we've got Hippo XXX on the Jumping Chen, Kalel on the Rhaegar, Linehouse on the Thrall, McGillets on the Dahaka, and Canny on the Chromie.
3, 2, 1.
This is Q build Orphea. Nasty Orphea. Doing 90% damage extra at the end. Totem Rhaegar. This is the percent damage at level 1 that Thrall has opted to take for this Diablo. Combo onto Dahaka. Has to burrow right away. Gets a cheeky tongue. White Main's gonna heal her. Save her. She's full health now. That's insane. And this Dahaka's going tissue regeneration again. It's a lot of damage onto the Orphea. Just spraying each other. So, I'm a little unsure of how this is working. Dahaka is down here. Shen is over there. I don't know who's like the pseudo tank. The blue and the alpha chads. True. They're being too humble. Okay. They're kind of both laning here. First camp going to blue and the beta males. They're taking their bot siege camp. White Man gonna heal that Tychus. And now the top siege camp getting taken by red team again. Siege camp getting picked up for blue team. They're on top of these camps. They understand the objective. Camps. Wow, that's a lot of damage onto the Tychus. Thrall had to back though. This is not my favorite thing to do as Orphea. Is camp. You have kind of high CDs. You don't get the CD cooldown. Or, sorry, you don't get the cooldown reduction by hitting things that are not heroes. Like the vision. This camp's gonna put a lot of work in. Leoric's gonna try and stop that. I'm so confused as to, like, how to play this. Chromie is in deep. Oh, the time trap is massive. And Dahaka's here to peel. Chen's here. Get down, Mr. President! And Orphea walks into a trap. They do actually get the Chromie. Go Diablo. Just a bunch of tanks and bruisers and healers here. Okay, now there's a DPS. He has minigun on. Still on. Thrall is taking this slowly but surely. Unfortunately, was not able to take it in time. Minigun onto the Chen. Chen's health's going bye-bye. Chromie's getting the stall. Linehouse getting the next stall. Thrall. Chromie has to tap here. Dying to Orphea over the wall. Chromie getting another stall while Dahaka is laning. Linehouse getting quite slowed here. Getting chased down by the Orphea. Finishes this quest before they die. Love that. Oh, and Dahaka actually burrowed in. Chromie playing in this choke, though, it's very hard for them to get to her. I don't think they can stall forever. Oh, trapping the Orphea, but she actually does dash through the Chen. And they're gonna pick up another kill, and that's Diablo. He only has 64 souls, so he's not gonna come back right away. And they get one more kill. That's Leoric. Alright, level 7s are online for both teams. We see Orphea going the Chomp quest. Camps on CD. This is why they picked Rhaegar. Stun armor for Tychus. Of course, we see this cleanse by the White Mane. And this 15% max health damage, likely for that Diablo. Lifesteal, actually. More than lifesteal.
It is time.
Blue
Do
team
what
getting
must be done.
2 camps at about the same time. And there's an objective up. Wow. White Mane's got so much healing. Because Chen wanted to take her down, but White Mane is too powerful. She was in the Slowing Sands. This is Slowing Sands, by the way. That's gonna be a struggle to play into. So, Assault School, gonna get this seed, which means I'll have 2 out of 3 for a full objective. Level 10 coming up now. That's Keg, Isolation, Ancestral, and Earthquake. And then we have Lightning Breath. Entomb, the Drill, Scarlet Aegis, which is the armor one, and Crushing Jaws. I like it. They're getting the White Mane. She does pop the ult. She is still have armor. She's ISO'd. She dies, but Thrall goes down too. The Slowing Sands is so annoying to play around. This Keg is massive, pushing Diablo into the towers. The Laser Drill is pecking away, but it does die to some tower shots. So there's a siege camp up here for blue team. If that gets ignored, can get a lot of value here. The objective phase is up. Crummy using the vision to try and play a little safer. Scouting out the Diablo. I like the Chen on the back line here. There is a minigun though. He walks away from the minigun after proccing stagger. And Orphea's on the back line here. I mean, Chromie kind of loves this. Just kind of shooting in whatever angle. I don't think Thrall does though. Thrall is so junked. Thrall's like, tell me where to go. Tell me who did. Oh, the Keg is massive! Dude, these kegs are so good. Okay, Orphea getting the stall onto the objective. The blue team's gonna walk away for now. Being down 1 person. And that objective's going to blue in the beta males. That's their first one. Entomb is huge. I don't think Thrall makes it out of there. Rhaegar was probably going to do the camp. So wasn't able to be in range to Ancestral. Illegal camp, run! Run, puppy, run! So they push the vision on it, just to see how many are there. It's probably not worth it, they take it a little slow. And blue team knows their Tychus is up here.
Be ready for it.
So it's very hard for them to pressure this. Plus they have Dahaka. Level 13s are pretty close. I believe that was a Keg onto the Orphea. Now Chen is making White Mane's life a little difficult. She has to pop her ult. Oh my god, she's alive! What the heck, White Mane? Excuse me. Oh wait, the Crowley snipes her! Tyke is starting that, but seeing that pick knows it's not gonna happen. So this camp's getting picked up by Leo and Diablo. Such a good snipe, dude. Really helping them kind of keep the map sane. I mean, this fort is gone. Probably those camps that were up top. Tahaka getting piled on in the Entomb. Is it gonna... Oh. Oh. Keg doesn't work out this time. Okay. Looks like they're gonna be okay. Might need the Ancestral. I do like that they use Ancestral. The Slowing Sands is mean. It's really good peel, actually. Time trap. There's a combo onto the Thrall. Don't know. Okay, so Thrall propping the Earthquake,
The anticipation.
sending them away, but costing him his ult, just to kind of peel for himself. The Haka finishing tissue regen. Oh, the tongue! The cleanse is a little late! The keg, not gonna go anywhere for the blaze. But keeping Orphea in the slowing stance, Orphea actually doesn't have a ton of mana, but... Oh, the ISO onto the blaze. Thrall is dying to the laser, actually. The laser value. Okay, that's 2 heroes down. The beta males. How does Orphea have mana? Oh my gosh, the slowing sands is so nuts. So this is going to be a full objective for a solid school. They're gonna have the Garden Terrors going down each lane. Red's gonna have to defend as best as they can. They don't have amazing wave clear outside of Chromie. Oh, the keg. Oh, oh. Okay. Oh, she went up. She's gonna get finished off. She does get finished off. It's a really good catch by the Chen. I love how silly these kegs are. They're so good. However, clearing needs to be done. This Garden Terror is still pretty healthy. This fort's gonna go down. It's gonna disable shots for a second. And this bottom fort is gone. Tychus was pushing with it. Looks like this one's gonna be alive for just a little bit longer. This is gonna push the wall a bit. Even talent appears, by the way. This is the 3rd% talent. Thrall opted to take. The Haka in a bit of trouble here. The keg and the tongue at the same time. The white man got pushed really, really far. So that gives Chromie this opportunity, despite being in the Crushing Jaws and the Tomb, to do some damage while white man is not available to heal. And Chen is bullying the white man. Not letting her leave. Everybody's chasing after her. She's not gonna make it out of that one. She did pop her ult just then, too. Nice push away by the Chen. I would say this is a tank Chen game. However, Solid School's map is doing really well. So jump onto the Leo. He pops the E to get the unstoppable. Both camps are getting stolen. Tahaka kind of sees this. Not going to be able to do anything about it, though. The new objective is spawning. The white main will be back in 5 seconds. And will likely be there on time. This is a lot of camps. So, there's 2 camps getting picked up here. And they're going to even it out on this side. This favors a Solid School, I would say, a lot during the objective, because it's on the opposite side of the objective, and they have way more structures than Blue and the Beta Males. They get a stall. The Haka has burrowed top. Are they gonna get one more stall? They're not. And Tychus is very, very low. Tychus getting pegged to death. Finished off by the Thrall. And these poor guys, they're back here. They're just clearing the camps. Those are camp clearers. However, this one's pushed all the way up, so that's where red team decides to go. They want to push. This could even be an end angle with a couple of picks. So there's a massive CC chain onto the Diablo, but the Q onto the Chen actually gets Diablo in a safer spot, but he's super hecking slowed. Chromie's got the spell armor reduction too in the slowing sound, so it's gonna start hitting like a truck. And so this keep, it's getting a little low. It's unstoppable onto the Diablo. He's getting kegged. The keg is in the entomb. Diablo does go down. He does have souls. He just respawns. And this fort is gone. There's a tongue onto the Leo. Oh my gosh, the spell armor reduction is massive. There's no level 20s online. But they're about to have them. So I think Assault School is a little weary of forcing still. And so Red's being a little aggressive too. They just got their 20s. There's a big slowing sands. This Diablo does not have souls. He gets tongued. He's in the slowing sands. He dies. By the way, that's Splash ISO. Keg level 20. Earthquake. 15% max. Shields level 20. Also. And this is an important talent too for Orphea. She gets 3% on that Q, which has a pretty low CD. Okay. Map is looking more even now, with Red getting a few picks on the Diablo. This slowing stance is super nasty. I wouldn't want to be sitting in that. Ever. But she can just put it on top of you. I thought they made it so that this stops costing mana.
Prepare to gather it.
Huh.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Oh, so there's a keg onto the Orphea. She's in the slowing shot. She just gets deleted. White main can't press Q fast enough for that because of the spell armor reduction. The keg plus the slowing sands is so good. I would have never thought to do this. It's silly. I love it.
Isn't nature splendid? Gather that seed for me.
They're looking at the camps longingly, like, I thought those were our camps. Okay. Neither team has an objective point. This is going to be the first one after the reset for blue and the beta males. You're just going to get a bunch of camps. We're going to get a camp too. We may be going to game 5. We'll see. This camp doesn't have any other camps that will match it, but it does. There are 3 catas here, so I think it'll probably get cleared.
A seed has been planted. It will sprout.
Big health chunk on Leoric. That's more than half of his health. Let's see how the battle goes. Who would win? A siege camp or 3 katas? Oh, they're like AoE. Oh. Oh, it's not fair. The minions got here first. Okay, I think the siege camp won. Oh, I'm sorry. They're fighting over this camp down here. The earthquake is massive. The keg is in the entomb again. The AoE ancestral does not go off. Rhaegar gets the CD back. The earthquake is chunking them. Or sorry, slowing them. Leoric's not letting them get away. This could be an end angle for a solid school. There's a Hellgate onto the Chromie. She wants them to be in this slowing sands. She's gonna try and kill them. Oh, close. So now there's only 2 members alive for red team, but check this out. There's a siege camp, a catapult, and a bruiser camp, and then there's 2 katas and a siege camp there. They're quite chunked here. They are gonna get healed up back by white main, but I don't think this is an end angle for a solid school yet. Hippo is a monster. Hippo slaps on Chen. He's a god on Chen, but he plays everything so well. Truly. I mean, like, I find that people, when they're able to play, they're allowed to play the things they want to play, they do so well. So that did not end the game, but did reset the map a little. And I think red team is happy to give this here. They have no possible way of getting here in time. And their damage dealer is respawning. I don't know if this is safe. They are walking away from it. They're not walking towards it though. So, safe for now. Vision check. doesn't want to get kegged. Playing pretty far back out of vision.
My. Yet another seed.
So they're clearing this camp out. They don't have any camp pressure. No team has any camp pressure anymore. There's lane pressure on both top and bot for opposite teams. The objective is bot here though. Red team has this advantage of taking this camp as it spawns and already being in position around the objective. Okay, that's a Diablo charge in. There's a totem slow there. York's in the slowing sands. Oh my gosh, he's almost dead. I think he already used his W. I wonder if Chen's gonna finish him off. Nope, White Mane is here to save the day. Splash ISO is insane! Okay, the Crushing Jaws only gets the Chen. The Leoric dies. There's a Hellgate onto the Rhaegar, who is gonna be okay. They're piling onto this White Mane. Diablo kind of has to come in from the other side. Thrall is alive somehow. Just kidding. Thrall is dead. So that's a 1-for-1. The objective is still up. Oh my gosh, that slowing sands is nuts! Oh my god, that White Mane has 130 health and no mana! They have to leave! Yes, that was such a huge ISO. And so they're able to get this... Wait, are they? White Mane is no longer backing? White Mane said, I'm fine. There's a huge entomb onto the Rhaegar, but Leoric is not enough to make sure that that Rhaegar dies. The Hawk is kind of walking in this super awkward spot. I think Leoric dies here, but he's doing a really good job of slowing their team. Oh, Chromie just munches the... Or sorry, Orphea munches the Chromie. She's dead. And Thrall just now respawning. And so, 2 people are dead for quite a long time on the side of blue and the beta males. To take this siege camp before Diablo's able to contest. We're gonna go clear this bot one, I'm sure. How many camps have been taken this game, you guys? At least 20, right? Like they've taken each one like 3 times at least. So many camps. Surprised they're not doing this one.
I feel a siege.
They want this one though.
Are you ready for
Oh, there's 4 catapults up here. So this is actually a lot of pressure. Oh, they're not taking this. Okay, so it's just this pressure during objective. Double checking the bush with the fire stomp. Shen in this bush. I don't think Leoric knows. Hi, Leoric. The danger pings. Don't get kegged by this guy. He's still there. They're still pinging danger. Wait, does he just get entombed right here and now? Is he dead? He's freaking dead. The ISO misses. There's a tongue. This is super split. There's an entomb on the back line here. Does he have the burrow? I guess he doesn't. Oh my gosh, this is looking a little grim for blue and the beta males. See if they can hold out. Still working on that Master Assassin, by the way, 15 out of 15. They have so many slows with Totem and Slowing Sands. Earthquake. Okay, mid got here first. The objective bot's gonna be there next. I think Diablo has Hellgate. Oh, the entomb is huge. Oh, the unstop for the stasis! It's huge! But I don't think Chromie lives. Wait, Chromie's alive? Oh, there's a keg onto the Orphea. She's dead? the core has no more shields, but Orphea has died. Dahaka has respawned. Core is at 82%. Looks like that's all they're gonna get for now. Oh my gosh, these games. This one's gonna be more than a 25-minute game. Just gonna see more camps. Hold. Oh, they're looking, they're looking. They have no Orphea. They want this white main bad, and she's alone. She's getting kegged. Oh, the keg! Oh, the keg! Yeah. How? They get Leoric for it, but I don't know how white main was able to keep her position there. More camps. This could go core. They're probably gonna go and clear it though. But now, Assault School has all the room in the world to work with. Because of this. This doesn't get cleared. But they want to fight for it. Red team, they want to keep their camps. They said, we'll get that later. I'm so surprised they're not looking in, even though it is 4v5. Where's the Leo? Is the Leo in the... Where's the ghost? Oh, he's here too. They want it. Oh my gosh, the Entomb just nearly misses. I think it's funny that like on the the edges of the Entomb, like you're still silenced, even though you're not in the Entomb.
Gather that seed for me.
It was a good try. So they used Entomb there. Pretty much every ult is up minus Entomb. Lightning Threat's gonna be up in about 8 seconds. That camp is mostly dead by now. Oh. And blue team actually just getting here. They're a little late or out of position. Drill is getting popped. There's no Entomb for 12 seconds, but I don't know if red team knows that. The keg is getting used to go away. Actually push Leoric in. Entomb's back up in 1 second. Leoric wants to use it on cooldown. But there's no drill. They're running at him. Opting to walk up because they didn't want to get wallbanged, but they actually still got wallbanged. The splash ISO is huge, but white main actually pops the AoE unstop, getting rid of the ISO. The slowing sands, I think, needs to be moved here. So they do undo it. I think Leoric's gonna die here. And so now it's 4v5. This new objective's coming up. It hugely favors blue and the beta males. They don't want to give it. They want to catch somebody out of position because if they get the objective, it might just be game. They're pinging the healer. Pops the Ancestral immediately. AoE Ancestral's going ham. They get the Tigers, they get the Orphea. White main had no choice but to just get kegged. That's 4 people looking at the white main. I mean, do you just walk over to core? I feel like you get this and then you walk over to core. Oh my gosh. So they get the objective. Mid is... It's gonna spawn here. So it's kind of far. Top's gonna spawn the furthest up. Again. White main's still gone for 36 seconds. I'm not sure Assault School can hold this long without white main. So Leoric trying to reduce their damage. The Garden Terror's already at core here though, and the keg is pushing them away. So get away from my team while they do core damage. Oh my gosh. The Entomb is only hitting the Thrall. That's going to be game 4 going to blue in the beta males. Another really close game. What a comeback, yes. take a look at these. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. Alright, sorry about muting myself. Chromie did an insane amount of damage. That level 20 is so scary. Like, okay, so we'll read it here real quick, even though it's cut off for you guys. Every quarter of a second, enemy heroes slowed by slowing sounds have their spell armor reduced by 10 up to 50. So after 1.25 seconds, your spell armor is reduced to 50. So you're taking 100%, right? More damage? Something like that? By Chromie? That's math. Whitemane out-healing Rhaegar is also crazy for a 30-minute game with AoE Ancestral, no keep power spike. True. They opted to go for drill here, and it got some value sometimes. I think it was a good choice, having all these team fights in the middle of the map. A lot of times you'll go Odin if you want more of that structure damage, but most of the structure damage is when you're pushing in with the Garden Terrors. Keg really shined this game, especially just pushing the Whitemane away. Not just getting picks here and there, but just making it so that Whitemane couldn't keep her team alive when they needed it the most. I loved that. That was a player swap in, by the way. So we'll see if they're in this next lobby. It's been 2.5 hours, guys. We've got game 5. And it still stands that the team that picked the map lost the map. And we only have 2 maps to choose from left. I believe, oh no, 3. 3. Yeah, Braxis, Battlefield of Eternity, and Volskaya. Go ahead and check that out. So whatever team, yeah, full game series, whatever team wins this moves on to the semifinals, and whatever team loses this, they're out, you know, for the whole season. I think I'm actually not sure if there's a losers bracket, guys. Do you know? You know if there's a losers bracket? I'd have to get some water. I'm gonna do just that, actually. One moment. All right, I've got my water. My voice is working. Single Elim. Okay, yeah. So no losers bracket then, huh? Ah, the lobby is up. What map is it? It's Volskaya, no! It's alright, it's a big map. They just wanted the map that could go 40 extra minutes. No! I knew it! That's exactly what I just said! Your entire team is chanting 40-minute game right now? You guys are just trolling me now. You want me to cast for 3.5 hours. One series. You guys are just trying to beat your opponents through attrition. They're tired of playing 40-minute games against you. Looks like there's another player swap, by the way. And I'll let you know once we get into the draft what's finalized. It needs to be 42 minutes for the record in NGS. You guys are actually trying to set a record right now? Okay, yes, there was one more player swap. And let's see. Oh my gosh. So they took turns picking the map. So we'll see how that goes. Score is currently 2-2. And the player swap was for blue and the beta males again. They took out Linehouse and put Eternal Blue back in. They banned Stitches for the 5th time in a row. They do not want to let them have the Stitches. What is the longest series, though? I have no clue. And there's that Uther ban. Somebody get Hall of Oath, $10. I wish I could just give you limes. Can I do that? Okay. The Chen ban, respect. Hippo is still in this lobby. And the Hammer ban. By the team that played Hammer. So the first pick Vala is interesting. Like we saw earlier, that does not stop the other team from going Johanna, and it does not stop Vala from going auto attack. It won them that game. Oriole is very strong here if they don't let her through, or if they let her through, and she does get picked up. Her win rate's actually 33% right now in the series. It could be 50 if they win this one. And Hanzo. We haven't seen Hanzo this series yet, but I have an opinion, and that's Hanzo is one of the strongest DPS in the game. I think he has so much utility, different play styles, really good ults. And they're playing Diablo Sonya again. They really are comfortable on these heroes. I like the Sonya for the Hanzo and the Oriole. You kind of, with Leap, you end up forcing the crystal. Anduin ban. They haven't picked a healer yet. Probably a tank ban here. Oh, they're banning the Leoric. Yes, Leoric was hotly contested in this series. And we'll see what 3-4 pick for blue is Johanna. Okay. And Blaze. Wow, that's looking like a very meta draft over there. Let's see how Assault School rounds out their draft. It's Falstad Whitemane. The Whitemane was really good. And now Blue in the Beta Males does not have a chin. So I put a prediction up for you guys. Who's gonna win this game 5? Take home the W. Move on to the semifinals. Last pick of the draft, waiting till the very last second. Mephisto! They didn't ban Mephisto into Diablo this time. Nor did they ban the Tychus. No swaps look like they're being made. What an exciting draft. I feel like Gust is gonna be super huge here. But so is all the damage coming out from Mephisto. I know that's you betting 420, don't monster. Okay. Brought me on this side first. Oh, hi, Unaverted. Welcome to the stream. Come scout your opponents. It's been a really close series. As you can see, we're on game 5, and they picked Volskaya, so they want it to last 40 minutes longer. Anyways. So for Blue and the Beta Males, we've got Kalel on the Oriole, McGillis on the Johanna, Canny on the Mephisto, Eternal Blue on the Hanzo, and Hippo on the Jumping Blaze. For a solid school, we've got Azuriel on the Falstad, Jazz on the Diablo, Hero on the Sonya, Mundane Zebra on the Vala, the Cure on Whitemane. I think I got everybody right. I lost track. Hey Jakashlu. Thank you for the follow. I assume you had a match today, right? You guys had a match today? You're done now? I could be just getting everything wrong. So that's still auto attack Vala, by the way, into the blinds, Joe. We're no longer scared of it in this meta. Auto attack Vala is so freaking strong. A Scatter Hanzo, Skull Missile Mephisto. This rotation is well protected by the Johanna. And Searing Light again from the Oriole. Beta done trolling now. Ready to do it for reals this time. Okay. Finally, you guys are betting your lives. And this is Block Sonya. So the gank onto this Blaze here. He's going to make it out, but using the tap. That's hammering Falstad, by the way. Both turrets getting picked up by both teams. And for the next 25 minutes, I'm going to be showing you each camp and the objective that they may or may not choose to fight over. A lot of damage there. Only a little, actually. Diablo scouting out the middle here. Oh, they love this. They love it when I just zoom onto camps, zoom onto people laning. That's why they picked us. I like the constant pressure from the Mephisto onto the Falstad in the middle of the lane. Trying to make it so that he spends some time backing and not just getting global flies for free. Sonya and Blaze doing their thing down here, both pretty tanky. Vala's hitting the fort here. Okay, no scatter, but it was pretty close. Hitting the wall, rather. That's 6 on Hanzo for the scatter. 7 on Mephisto, 12 on Falstad, only 4 autos for this Vala, but they haven't really gotten to the fighting part yet. So they do actually end up sitting on this objective and placing a turret. Blaze rotates up. I don't think they see him. Do they? Is that how these walls work? Okay, so once Hanzo gets down here, okay, Hanzo's gonna do the wave first. I was gonna say it's like a full 5v5, but not really. Red team got 28% on this objective. That's so worth standing on. Hanzo, kind of checking the fall stat up here. Okay, blue team getting a full cap here, getting some percentage. Zhao's walking up. There's a lot of damage done to this Vala. White main's still pretty good on mana though. I think she's probably just waiting for the whole team to kind of decide. Oh, very nice cleanse, well timed, good reaction. Okay, I like that. He was looking for the snipe onto the Vala. Is he gonna make it out? Gets the flip out and the whip onto the Diablo. This wall is taking some damage from the Sonya. Levels are pretty even. But Assault School actually about a quarter to half ahead. Turret camp's getting picked up by both teams. Wow, when did Hanzo finish that? That was so fast. I just looked at it and it was 6. Joe stepping on it again. It's 40 to 46. This objective takes forever to cap. Hanzo doing this by himself actually loses 80% of his health. Ora's got a full bar though. She's looking for him. Okay, here's a uneven exchange here. These two are getting the siege camp, and this one is not touched at the moment. But Sonya is getting ganked. See if she makes it out. She's pretty healthy. She did use her E, so that's all the healing she's gonna get. She's actually anti-healed right now. And they do pick her up with the Searing Light. I love getting that with Searing Light. Level 10s are online for both teams. That is Scarlet Aegis. Massive arrow onto the White Mane with the Blessed. The Gust to mitigate, but the Durance on top of her. She is still alive. You can't kill White Mane. Mephisto running away from the Vala. Vala is anti-healed actually by 35. She's also still alive. White Mane, however, is a little oom. They do pick up the Blaze though. 4v5. They win. That's insane. So we did see that Rain of Vengeance, Mighty Gust, Lightning Breath, and it's Wrath Sonya again. Wow, very close. Almost a nice pick on the Vala. And so this camp has been putting in work. Like we saw earlier, Red Team did not get their camp, so no pressure. This objective is almost full. Red Team had it at 98%. But I think Blue Team is going to finish it off. Very nice cleanse. Blaze is wanting to fight for it. Sonya said, I'm going to take this instead, even though it's full health. Oh, I love it. I love the arrow. She is also maybe they stayed a little long, but they wanted this. They actually wanted this objective. It's a 99 to 98%. So, Sonya got about half the fort here in exchange. We'll see how much this objective actually gets. Imagine pressing buttons on a White Mane. That's how the walls work. I use them all the time. Wait, what's my question? Oh, the shadows. Yeah, that's right. I just forget. I like hardly ever play this map too. Holy moly. Oh, it doesn't quite get the stun there. This objective got the wall. And now it's peeling. It's doing damage. It's walking around. Oh, no whip on the false dad, but he was catching her out of position. Oriel's really good at brawling now, though. I feel like she can 1v1 so many heroes now. Oh my god, she had 70 health, but the Durance is huge. Diablo has that soul shield up. It is expired now. The gust to kind of push people away, but Mephisto did not get hit by it. Mephisto can blink in. Hit the Diablo. White man pops the ult, but Sonya walks down. I think she does actually get away. Well, it's heart thing. Probably couldn't get into any helpful position because everybody got split. Okay, still about the same levels. That was Dragon's Arrow, by the way. Blessed Shield, Durance, and Bunker that we've been seeing. These cleanses on White Mane have been really cool. They're just like, they're so perfect. Oh, opposite camps, turret, and siege getting taken hit. This is Subdue Unjo. They have not finished it. There are some games, you know, where you just never finish it. Hi! Surprised they didn't bless it there. Presumably Falstad has all of their cooldowns. I like that Sonya went Wrath here, making it so Blaze just can't just sit in the lane for free. I wonder if they want that. Okay. Oh, hi Diablo. Oh, Blessed onto the minion! The arrow does not connect though. She has Iron Skin, so Diablo's not going to full combo her. That was 2 ults. Sonya got left alone here. Blaze looking to rotate, maybe into the team fight. Blue team saying, we have the pressure, we actually can play it kind of slow here. I mean, look at this. Falstad's getting it for free. There's so much value in this lane by the Falstad. I think they want to fight here, but yeah, they have time to walk up. Joe has Iron Skin. The Durance doesn't connect. There's a Gust, so they are able to cap the camp. And I think Mephisto's gonna die here. Maybe. Nope, Mephisto's okay. Blessed actually... Oh no. They headed up. I don't know what happened. Get slowed somehow. Mephisto's almost done with his Q quest. That's 35. Diablo tried to flip so that Mephisto wouldn't actually shade back. I love it. At least I thought that's what happened. Oriole finishing that quest there. Chain quest. Sonya forcing Blaze to back. Sonya could just take this fort for free at this point. Okay, I like the condemn into the Mephisto spells. Can be hard to line those up. Sonya joins the middle area to be 5 with their team. Is Mephisto gonna be okay here? The Dragon's Arrow actually doing a ton of work to kind of ward them off. Johanna's a little behind here, but Blaze wants to keep it going. There's a cleanse onto the Vala after the Jekyll Fulton. A Gust, a Durance. One team wants to leave, and one team wants to fight. However, you know, these team fights are pretty even, so I think blue team just wants to get a little bit of a reset before continuing to fight. We're almost 25% through the game. Yeah, it's only even 12 minutes. That's about 25% of what's about to happen. So Mephisto finishing the Q quest. Diablo's a little bit anti-healed right now by that Johanna. Blaze popping the bunker. Blessed going out too. Falstad's not even here right now. So, oh my gosh. Ball getting popped by both of the DPS. Okay. Right now the kills are 1 kill for a solid school and 4 kills for blue and the beta males. Oh my gosh! I really thought that was gonna hit. But still, Falstad is getting major value here. Red team, for that kill, they just got the fort. Red team's down 2 forts, though. Oh no, we're stepping on it. Blue team got their turret, and they're walking up. I think they see Blaze down here, so Ball is just now respawning. They're gonna look at this camp. Does red team know where they are? I don't... Okay, they know now. Okay, Blaze able to make it out of there, but now blue team has 2 turrets. Red team has their siege camp going for them top. Blue team's gonna have an even pressure because they're taking that now. Imagine having a global. Wait, there's a huge dragon's arrow. It's a shooting star. The blessed missed too. Falstad is flying into a really safe spot. That's what I would do. Oh, there might be a huge wall bang on this Hanzo here. Okay, Diablo getting slowed. It's getting close enough to the fort that he might not want to. I love that Falstad sounds like a chicken. Okay, Sonya's down here too. Hippo is destroying this Falstad, but now it's 2v1. And he does have bunker available. Johanna's coming in. So red team is actually coming down with support to look. Johanna's got blessed in 4 seconds. She does get gusted away. Otherwise, she's looking for it. She popped the condemn, got the condemn. It's a really good gust. You can hear it coming from a mile away. They're good attempts. I mean, you should be using your ult on cooldown. As long as everybody's... Oh my god! The cleanse too stopped. The Durance, if it would have hit, I think it missed. But it also stopped the Blessed Shield. We do see the Giant Slayer pick up for the Hanzo, so it's going to hurt Diablo quite a bit more now. White Mane popping the ult there. Both teams... Red team full healthy. Needing mana though. Blue team a little chunked. Okay. Level 20s are online now, so red team's walking away from wherever blue team is. That's Farflight Quiver, Wind Tunnel, Hellgate, Ignore Pain, and Scarlet Crusade, which is the AoE Unstoppable. So they see Falstad on the map, and they probably don't know where Sonya is. She doesn't use the cleanse yet, because he's super tanky. Probably a soul shield there. He also popped the biotic emitter. Level 20s. Just on the cusp here. See what they end up taking. That's Shield of Hope. Mimic. Mephisto did not go for that percent damage this time. They are looking for the pops on Vala and Whitemane. Bullseye, which is the stun on the Vision Arrow. Blinded by the Light. Extra tankiness for the entire team. With resets on your E. Oh, we're missing an ult. Blaze. With his really, really impactful level 20s. Diablo's in a bit of a spot here. The arrow! What?! What? Okay, the spear misses onto the backline. The wind tunnel has the Oriole. This Oriole is gone. There's a lightning breath, but she's already dead. Mephisto is also dead. The point blank flip. It's a disaster. They already called GG, but there's still 3 keeps. They're going for it. They want to go core. Blaze is making space though. Is this GG? I also agree that Joe is a dog beat, mooring beat tank. But whoever played Into the Garage earlier, it was really good in that case. Okay, making space. Bunker. Oh, so close. Wow. What a series. Okay, that game was not even 20 minutes. You guys lied. So that's seed number 3 winning the entire series. But in a set of 5 very close games. And so every map that got picked was won by the team that did not pick it, which I find really interesting. I will see if they want to do an interview. Maybe we'll interview things that aren't related to the game. See if they want to. I'm pretty sure they want to do an interview. They may or may not have heard. They said, of course. Absolutely. GG's. Yeah, definitely. Let me end that prediction for you guys. You guys did bet your limes this time. Thank you so much. And so the series winner was a solid school. Now you guys get your limes.
Hello, m'lady.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good, good. How do you feel?
Fucking awful.
Why?
That sucked.
Like it was challenging, or it was like super long, or
It was super long, super stressful, and I have no idea how we didn't 3-0.
I see, I see. I was gonna ask you if you went into this thinking that these games would be this close.
Well, we were winning game 2, and then my Oriole got thrown into their core.
Oh my gosh, the death zone.
Yeah,
That was good.
so we were literally about to 6-cap, and then it was just like, oh, nope, let's just die to garage instead. So that
Yeah.
was a real fun one.
That game was super back and forth. Yeah, you were 6-capping them. But super fun to watch. That's why we love that map. You know, Oriole got picked 4 times, but she only won once. What do you think of that?
Overrated.
Yeah, maybe. She did get
Yeah,
gusted at
I
the end
think.
there.
Why did we pick that fucking hero?
She's really good. I mean, but it's crazy. Like looking at this end screen, Whitemane healed 81k and Oriole healed 44k. That's insane.
Yeah, I think it's because we were just dictating the map, honestly.
Yeah, I think so too. It was pretty hard for Red to get like a full fight when you guys were just pushing the side lanes, I think, and just kind of backing off, playing slow, using the global to your advantage.
Yeah, you have no idea how hard I had to push them to do that.
What do you mean? Are you shot
They
calling?
keep, of course. I always shot call because fucking people don't know how to play the map.
That map especially, there's just like so many things to do and it's so big. You kind of just walk around and do whatever.
Yeah, it's also just there's a lot of people that play Storm League and think, oh, I must fight all the time.
Yeah, it's a quick match too.
And yeah, so I think until this season, my team was one of those people. I mean, everyone knows Lloyd from Storm League, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's the
So
opposite of let's fight all the time, right?
you would think
Other than when he picks Mephisto.
he goes from one extreme to the other. In Storm League, he's only split
Only
pushing,
fighting
and
or only execute. Well, they fixed execute orders, I guess.
why are you saying fixed? What do you mean?
You know what I mean. I don't have
Was
an
it
opinion on
broken
it.
before?
It doesn't hit structures anymore, right?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
More like a nerf. What the fuck?
Now less people are gonna pick him.
Yeah.
Did you know
Rip
that
Rainer.
whoever picked the map lost every single time?
I know. First pick is OP.
Did you try to
I was
first pick as
thinking that.
often as you could?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I mean, when you get a pick, you pick first pick. I just feel like the maps have been out for so long, and like last pick usually has such little effect on the game
Hmm.
that like there's just no reason to ever go map pick.
I see. I see.
I
Interesting
mean, like you
take.
can say like, "Oh, the team doesn't play Volskaya," ha ha ha, but like really, it's not hard. You just pick the most scaling bullshit that you can, and then you win. Like,
True. It often goes to level 20.
have you ever seen Volskaya not go to level 20? Just asking.
Um, maybe. Definitely in quick match, but I'm trying to think in like
Yeah,
NGS.
even Storm
Maybe.
League.
Yeah. It's so big, and then like the objective takes for freaking ever to cap, and like sometimes you don't
Yeah.
even want it, or it doesn't even get you any value. So yeah.
I mean, I think the change they did that made it when you have two people in it and you get more cooldowns, I think it's like a really good change because you're easily able to get a lot of value on the first objective, and
Mm,
if you get the second one early, then you can do that too. But I think it was a really good change, actually.
yeah. It made the map more tolerable. I'm surprised, honestly, this map wasn't 40 minutes. The last one was.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I had to sit through it too.
Oh, help!
Well,
We just
congratulations.
had short range into fucking earthquake and flowing
Oh
sands.
yeah.
I wanted to die.
Yeah, the slowing sands looked so cruel. Like I would not want to play into that.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. Or the keg. Did you like the keg?
Yeah, I loved it.
That was
I think
great.
it was like when they got level 18 or maybe they got level 20. I
Hmm.
got kegged into the wall, and because Chromie had the extra cast range, she was able to slowing sands me, and then I was just dead for free.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. It was
That
like the
was so,
corner of like the bottom keeper or something.
yeah,
Yeah, just pop. Cause you,
really fun and interactive. That's what I would say
cause
about
like the
that.
maximum spell armor reduction happens after just after 1 second of being in the slowing sands. It's so nuts.
Really?
It's 1.25 seconds, I think.
Oh, so you fucking lied to me.
I said just after 1 second.
Ah, that's true. My bad.
Well,
After 0.25 second. Oh, yeah, so you
it
get the
caps
full.
5 times, yeah.
Holy crap.
It's
That actually
disgusting.
sounds kind of broken.
Yeah. But it doesn't like stay. So like as soon as you walk out, 2 seconds
Yeah.
later, it's not on you
Yeah.
anymore.
Oh my god. That sounds fucking nice, actually. Hmm.
Taking
I've always
notes.
been a big believer of the piercing cues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're good, but I mean, what if you could just do so much more damage all around?
Yeah. I was feeling it that game too.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think just both the ult upgrades are overpowered as fuck.
Like the loop too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't the second loop like so annoying?
Yeah, it also
Like,
like your CDs are like 700% faster, so you're always gonna have your abilities when you loop somebody.
yeah. Basic abilities continue recharging for an additional 3 seconds. Like after the second loop or during the second loop?
I think after the first one?
Well, that
After
would
you
be
press
during
it?
the second loop.
Oh, unsure.
How does the first one work? It's for 3 seconds after. Okay, so it's just 6 seconds after casting the loop, and
Mm-hmm.
that's insane.
Oh, okay. Additional
So it's
3.
only
So
during the second loop. It's
yeah,
not after that.
just makes the
That's
loop
nice.
twice. Okay.
Yeah, we're just like our assassin learned Chromie recently, and we're literally all our drafts, I feel like, are just bailed out by us picking Chromie early. Otherwise, we just get completely fucked.
Chromie's a great hero.
I
I
think
did
she's
see a bunch of tongues onto the Chromie in that first game, though, I think, which were kind of funny.
bunch of what?
The Haka tongues.
Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't say it was that good at it.
She's a really great hero, so I'm glad that they picked him up. Both teams got to
Yeah.
play it. It was fun to watch.
Wow, that's so nice. I'm glad it was fun to watch.
It
It sucked to
was.
play.
Yeah, congratulations and good luck in the semis.
I don't want it.
You guys are seed 3, I believe.
What if we just say that we lost the fifth game?
You don't want to play in the semis, you just give it to Blue and the bit.
Yeah, they
It's
can
your
play.
responsibility now that you have won.
We get to choose whether we move on or not. Maybe that should
It's
be.
rock, paper, scissors.
No, the winner decides.
Yeah.
Do they want to keep playing the tournament or do they want to get out? That should be the rule.
Well, I
We
don't
can
think
make that
it's
a
in the
petition.
rules. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be heading out for the night. It's been a nice 3 hours of watching you guys play.
Jesus Christ, it's fucking midnight. Oh my god.
Thanks for joining me for an interview. If you have any shoutouts, you're welcome to make them.
I just want to give a shout out to DH Bob for you know, allowing me to live.
Oh? Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Glad you're alive.
Oh, thank you.
Well, I hope you have a great rest of your night, and thanks to everybody who's watching too. Hope you have a nice night.
Hey, you too.
And that will be it for the stream. Thank you for watching. I would like to eat dinner now.